Hello to all those who are tuning in. Uh, this is just gonna be a little funny little tutorial on how to make a pretty nice Enderman farm. Now this thing, I assure you, is worth all the trouble that it will take to build in survival, because in it I've built two now in two different servers, and quite honestly, it's like game changing. You get level 30 within minutes, and it's just so nice. First of all, you're going to want to start building out from your end island with slabs of any kind. I choose cobblestone because, I mean, by this point you're going to have a whole lot of cobblestone. And so you're just going to want to build out until this original end island is completely out of render distance. So next, now that you've built out this far, you're going to want to build a pretty big platform. This is where you're going to be standing, killing the Endermen that fall down to you. And you can make this whatever dimensions that you want. I recommend making it pretty big, so maybe like a, I don't know, 20 by 20 sort of ordeal. Just something where you're gonna maximize your space and not fall in the void, which is always nice. And also, as you're doing this, when you get done, in one of the servers I built this in, we built a little safety platform underneath with just water on it. That way, if you do happen to fall off into the ceaseless void, you can just maneuver yourself into the water and not lose all of your precious items and precious levels. Alright, so as you can see, we've got the platform built. Now you may be wondering, why did I make a little equal sign in here? This is an Algebra 2 class, what are you thinking? Well, I'm already marking out the area where the Endermen are going to fall down to from the spawning platform that we will build soon above. And so here, something that's always nice is I just want to make a little hopper system. That way, that when they drop pearls, and inevitably they will, because they are Endermen, that is their spawn drop. That was coded into the game. Thank you. That was very informative, Mr. Nugboy. That way, you're not just going to be like having an inventory full of pearls all the time. Alright, now I've got that finished, and I put a little carpet on there because one, it looks nice, and two, you don't want anything potentially spawning on there because that would ruin the entire point of the farm by having Enderman throw you into the ceaseless void, which kind of sucks because that's kind of scary. So now here comes the bit of a tricky part. So next you're going to want to do is build up from this platform exactly 42 blocks. 42 is the magic number. That's how far Enderman can fall without dying while also being in one-hit range. Now another little very important detail is that make sure to leave 3 blocks in between the first vent and the second vent. I'm going to call them vents, you're going to see later, haha, Among Us. That's very important, and you'll see why. But right now, we're going to build up 42 blocks. Alright, so we built up the 42 blocks. Oh, almost fell into the void, haha. So, built up these 42 blocks. And now you're going to want to build a pretty sizable spawning platform for these Endermen. And I mean, you can make it as big as you want, but just don't make it too small, because you want this thing to be efficient in spawning a lot of Endermen, and that is best in a big area. Alright, so now you've got this awesome spawning platform that you've built. What do? Well, here's what you're going to want to do. So, as you're building your platform, mark out where the middle is. That's going to be very important. Remember that 3 block space in between the 2 vents? Remember that, because now you're going to use that to mark your vents. So, from the middle, I made the vents 5 blocks wide. You can make them however wide you want to. But yeah, so now you've got your vents here. What you want to do with these vents is place a trap door on the outside of them. It is very important that these trapdoors are on the outside. This is what's going to trick the Enderman into running forward and falling into your vents, causing them to become free XP. So that's nice. Hold on, let me just make sure that this is even. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so, oh man. Only created flying over faster, teehee. Oh, look, they're already spawning. How beautiful. Hey guys, how's it going? You are definitely not about to be farmed and treated as livestock. That's definitely not going to happen. So now, you got your dang trapdoors, and so now what you're going to want to do is have this guy and put like maybe a slab or a block right there. This is going to be a very important block, the most important block that you have, probably the block that is going to actually make this farm work. So now that you have this, measure up, let's see. So above this, build like two blocks high, and then make just a ceiling over this little area with your slabs. This is very, very important because this next bit is probably going to be the hardest bit and simultaneously the most important. So yeah, so now up here what you're going to want to do now that you have this guy is want to make a little ring for yourself in here, because this hard part is going to be you trying to spawn the endermite that is going to make this entire farm work. So on this little ceiling place built up there, made this wonderful little ring for yourself to spawn this endermite. You're going to want to, in this ring, place some rails. It's probably better to put powered rails, because what you're going to want to do is get an endermite with a name tag in this minecart. That way it's not going to despawn. And you're going to want to try to get it to fall onto this block right here. That way the endermen are going to be like, ooh, free food, yummy, and be like, oh no, what have I done? So, yeah, this part can be quite tricky. So, it's best if you have a shield while you're doing this. So hold on, let me demonstrate how this is going to work. So you're going to want your ender pearls and name tag. So, oh, why did I delete slabs? I need that. So pretty much how this is going to work is you're just going to throw ender pearls until an endermite spawns. And when it does, you're going to pop a little name on him. And then bada bing, bada boom, put him in the minecart, break that block, and then heck yeah. Alright, and so now we have our wonderful friend John. His name's John, you just can't see the name tag. I named him. So now what you're going to want to do is not that. You're going to want to keep this thing protected at all costs, because this endermite's what's going to make this whole thing work. So you're going to want to break down through here. Let me get my slabs back. There we go. So you're going to want to carefully, and oh so carefully, try and maneuver it to where John, or whatever you name your endermite, falls right on top of that block in the center. There we go. And then break this monstrosity that you made on top of. And your endermen are going to be attracted very much to this endermite, and it's going to be really funny because they're all just going to fall in, and it's going to be really cool. Oh look, that one fell in the void, idiot, haha. So as you can see, when they fall down, they're all in one hit distance, so it's just very nice, very, very nice. But you also might be asking, what the heck? They're just gonna break free and stuff. That's not fun at all. But here's the funny little thing. This is where the Among Us reference comes in, the vents. Now, to make sure these Endermen fall in the exact right place, you're going to want to build some little stone haha vents, just to make sure that they are going to fall down into the right place. And so, how this is going to end up is you're probably going to want, and here's what I have, a nice little gap here. That way you can hit them still while maintaining the safety of being safe. You're going to want to build your vents like all the way up to the top. That way when the Endermen fall, they're not gonna like hit the sides and not be at low health and absolutely own you. And there you go. Now you've got yourself a working very nice Enderman XP and Pearl farm. Now sometimes even with the vents created they can breach containment, but you might see they're doing that a little more because I didn't build the second vent fully because I don't want to have to do that again for the third time. Although I probably will in a future server, or whatever. I don't know. Why do I do this to myself in a video game? So anyways, yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this helped, and feel free to leave any comments with modifications or anything that you think might make this just a little nicer. Please say something that makes it look a little nicer. It is made out of cobblestone, and it looks so ugly. Oh, and that block's not even supposed to be there. Oh, what are you looking at? Alright. Anyways, thank you for tuning in once again, and yeah, have a good one.